Grand Rising, beautiful soul. Thank you for joining me on this beautiful first day of May. So it is a really, really beautiful time, 2025. It is it is an incredible time to be alive. I mean, there are so many positives that are happening around the world. First of all, the first day of the month is always to be seen as something prosperous. All right, we want to see what is your what is your intentions for the rest of the month. How have you cleansed your home environment? How have you burnt your cinnamon sticks or offered your cinnamon powder at the door, the front door? How have you incorporated everything that is for your highest good, obviously? And if you don't like the smell or if it's not good for your lungs, don't do it. You know, I'm always like, really, is somebody going to do something that is not good for them? Then don't do it. But what I'm trying to say is today is a brilliant day to sweep out, to vacuum, to cleanse out, to detoxify, declutter, get ready in this Taurus season that is all about growth, stamina, but also strength. You know, digging your hooves in, just like the bull, and marching forward, you know, almost like that ox energy. You've got this. It is a sensation of a lot of things are happening. There's always positive news, all right? We just need to find that positive news. Endangered species of animals that are now being brought back from the brink of extinction. There are so many beautiful human beings around in the world that are working tirelessly night and day with environmentalists, conservationists. They are having breakthroughs because they are being given the tools to protect these various species that in the past were being hunted and killed for their skin, for their meat, for longevity purposes. I mean, really, who anyway. So yes, it's a time to cleanse, purify, and also set your intentions for the rest of the month. So how does your month look, the month of May? What are you doing for this glorious celebration of spring in the northern hemisphere and the glorious celebration of autumn in the southern hemisphere? Are you connected to the trees? Are you connected to nature? Do you love working with spells and incantations and rituals? Do you love meditating and just being part of everything, not identifying with anything? Or do you just love observing various cultures, traditions, religions, and you just love incorporating them all? Let me know down below. So a bit more about me and what has been happening. Love you. Um, so Friday, I was gifted a beautiful opportunity to go down and visit someone in a coastal city, and they have a very different lifestyle to me. And it was really, really great. You know, it was great to be close to the ocean. It was great to be in an environment that's completely different to my norm and to almost observe a lifestyle that is something that I have not chosen or dreamt for myself. And maybe there's a reason why, you know, behind that. And that's fine. You know, there's no judgment, just observation. And I was so blessed because before I decided to go on this trip, it was about 2 or 3 weeks ago. I first asked the neighbors, and we live in a complex. And I asked the neighbor next door, I said, would you be able to just keep an eye on my mom? Would you be able to come in and just check in on her? And he said, yeah, of course, man, come on. You know, and we've grown close over time because he is a down to earth individual. He is. Um, yeah, he's just and he's really great. You know, the other day when we had no power, once again for a whole 24 hours, we played a game of chess and it was so great, you know, just to connect. So he was looking after my mom and every day sending me a little bit of a token of everything's great, don't worry, we got this. Then there was another lady downstairs in another apartment or townhouse. She's got a garden and she came up with her daughter and she gave a lot of love and generosity and kindness to my mom. She actually walked my mom down the stairs, took her for coffee down at their place, sat in their beautiful garden. So I was just so blessed to have moved here. Initially last year, I think it was October. No, November. November was our first month here. And so blessed and honored to have been drawn to this space where I can just feel illuminated, enlightened by these spiritual beings that are just great human beings. And I mean, look, there's always going to be the negative and the positive of everybody. I've got a negative, I've got a positive. We've all do, yes, but we work through it. We communicate. We heal our inners. So our inner spaces, psyche. So it was really incredible. So being at the ocean, there were a couple of things that were really profound. Okay, the one was the last day, Monday morning. So I went from Friday to Monday. Flew back on Monday. Friday flew down, and when I went for a walk with my friend on the beach, um, and yeah, she identifies as a female. So she and her husband have this beautiful place. Anyway, we went for a walk along the beach, and we were speaking about a lot of things. And she was concerned and worried, and just reiterating that my channel is not yet monetized. What am I going to do? And I need to get a job, and I need to look after my mom. And I said, well, taking this trip down and realizing that my mom has got a bit of a support structure here, it has made me realize that I can venture forth and get a full-time job and still do my passion, which is these beautiful YouTube videos. So yeah, there was a lot of revelations, shall we say, over the new moon in Taurus, of course, on Saturday. There was a lot of things happening on Saturday, and I mean, there were some things that happened with us that I can't mention, but it was intense, and it was so revolutionary. It was like, wow, like we were supposed to do this, supposed to do that. They had this whole itinerary planned out for me, and for themselves, of course. I was just slotting in, but it was really jam packed, weekend. And because of what happened, we couldn't do any of that on Saturday afternoon and evening. And I was like, yes, because we could just chill, and it was really grand, really, really grand. So, yeah, what happened with you on the new moon on Saturday? Was it something great? Was it something phenomenal? Did you have a great revelation like I did? Um, and yeah, Sunday, so when we were walking on the beach, really great. My friend said, hey, look, the dolphins are swimming alongside us. And I was like, what? So I looked, and I mean, I'm from Joburg, yeah, in South Africa, in Johannesburg, and that's up in the Highveld. We're very, very high up, with no ocean around us, but we can travel, of course, if there's money and all of that other good stuff. And this flight was paid for. I didn't pay a cent towards it, and I'm so, so grateful. Um, yeah, it's very powerful. So the dolphin medicine for me, breathe, okay, mana. When I saw the dolphins and they were just doing their thing, with the sardines and whatever that was in the ocean, and I mean, they might have been in balance with us or in alignment with us because as we were walking, um, there was this lifeguard competition on the beach. Okay, so we went to Port Elizabeth, all right, PE and Obeka. Yes, it's a beautiful word, and I still struggle to pronounce it correctly, but that's the new word. And just like Johannesburg is actually Igoli, and Pretoria is Tshwane, and East London, I think, is Buffalo City. So it's super, super powerful. But with the dolphins, they helped me remember that no matter where I walk, they'll be alongside me and by my side. And I don't know if anybody remembers, but I have spoken about it once or twice in the videos. In one of my lifetimes, I was a dolphin. And just seeing these dolphins and the synchronicity, and yeah, it's beautiful. Get choked up. But yes, and gratitude. There was so much gratitude and acceptance. I'm vegetarian. I don't drink. There was acceptance of that. And we haven't seen each other for years, maybe 2, 3 years. It's been a long time. So what a profound journey. But it also made me realize that my mom is okay. Checked in on my mom, every couple of hours. You're right. She's like, come on, man, I'm fine. Just enjoy yourself. And I got back, and I noticed, there's some things my mom can do, some things she can't do. And we had a great bath. Obviously, just before I left, great bath. I poured the water, the bathtub full of hot water. Um, Washed my mom's hair, blow dried it, and I bought her a hair straightener, a small one, from a local pharmacy. And I've learned how to straighten my mom's hair. So it's really great. And not to burn my mom, thank God, and not to burn her ears. And, because her whole left side has still got the neuropathy pain. Yeah. Sure. So yeah, I've been buying as many medications as well. Not medications, Western pharmacy, but more what do they call it? Supplements. All right. So I've been giving my mom. So my mom is pescatarian. She'll eat white meat or fish, but she doesn't like fish, so she eats chicken. And so I get her a lot of those ready cooked meals, and then she just pops it in the microwave. It's easy for her. But the neighbor brought food across, and then the neighbors downstairs brought food across as well. So it was like such a blessing. But what I'm trying to say is that with the neuropathy and with the pain and with the washing of the hair and everything, it's a gentle process of understanding where my mom is and where she was and where she is now. And I can see that there's improvement, and I'm so grateful for that. Her mind is crystal clear, sharp as a nail. It's just the coordination of, and it's almost like the nerves are remembering what to do and how to do it. And it's painful to see it, but it's a great joy for me to be able to be of service to my mom. And I'm sure it is for you to be of service to your mom, your dad, your son, your daughter, your brother, your sister, your auntie, your uncle, your granny, your grandfather, whoever it is, your grandchildren. There's something about it that it really it warms my heart. So I wanted to share this little bit with you of what I did over these past days that you haven't seen me, and just to give you a lot of gratitude and thanks. It's been super super quiet, but I think it was on Saturday night, yeah, on the new moon. Um, a client said, "Please, when are you back? I need a reading." I was like, "Sure, no, no, I'm back on Monday afternoon, but I'm available on Tuesday. I just want to check in with my mom." And it was incredible because she bought an hour session, and they're relatively inexpensive for internationals, for locals. It's affordable in my humble opinion, but if you can't afford it, then I've got a half an hour session for you, yes, which is what the second client, she bought herself a half an hour session. So on Tuesday. So I had those two blessings, and I'm like, thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Um, and then my mom taught me how to sew. All right, so this is interesting. So it was a blessing. I got gifted some money a few months ago, and I said to my mom, what do you need? And she said a new sewing machine. I said, sure, let's go and get one. And it was 2,500 rand. So whatever your currency is, you can work it out. I got it at a place called Game. Um, but my mom used it once or twice, and she's like, I can't. It's too sore. My left hand. And when she holds the fabric of the material, then her hand goes into spasm, the neuropathy, the pain. She says it's like pins and needles, but blades, and it's so sore. She cringes in pain, and her left foot as well, her left calf. So when we walk, when we do anything, we encourage it, but we do it in stages. I walk really slowly with my mom, and I love that because I love my time with my mom. Yeah. So getting back to the sewing, all right, I'm going all over the show. Apologies, but anyway, so the sewing was very fascinating because the lady downstairs, the neighbor, she had given my mom 5 trousers or 5 pairs of pants to alter to alterations, yeah, alterations, yeah, to make the pants shorter. And the week before I left, they'd come to us, and I'd pinned it because I've worked in hospitality, retail, all kinds of sectors, and the one retail sector was men's clothing. So I would have to pin the trousers and also the sleeves. I would pin the shirts to make it more tailored, and then I would take it to a seamstress or a tailor and have it done for the clients. This time I learned how to do it myself. Okay, so my mom started, and she's like, I just can't, and I'm feeling so frustrated. And yeah, a part of it, she said the machine doesn't want to come on. And I said, Mom, did you plug it in? Yes. Did you do this? Yes. So when I went to go and have a look, she hadn't switched it on, on the side. But that's just part of the brain. It's waking up, and it's still, once I do everything for her, then she's like, sweet, sorted, let's go. She started, and the pain was excruciating. Then she shared with me something that I never understood properly, but I understood it from she's got no side vision on the left hand side. Peripheral vision is shot when she's pushing the trolley, because I give her the trolley to push so she can lean on it like a walker. She knocks things on the left hand side. I don't like seeing her in pain. And it's hard, when you've had somebody who you've always looked up to, and they've been okay, they've been sorted, to have them in so much pain. But anyway, yeah, what goes around comes around, and my mom's got me. I had her when I was younger. She's got me now, so that's good. All right, so apologies. And So I said, Ma, teach me. I know how to thread it. I know how to put the bobbin. She said, all right. And she got a bit flustered because she doesn't like teaching. Even when she taught me how to drive, I mean, after a while, she said, okay, just drive by yourself. I haven't got the patience. And yeah, the same. So the mind is still the same, the brain is still the same. And I started slowly and I gathered my courage and I used the measuring tape. What a great blessing to learn a new skill, isn't it? And what new skill have you learned in the last week? If you would like to share, please comment down below, or in the last year, last couple of years. But mine is to sew. And what better way? My mom taught me. So yeah, that's my news. Not major, not massive, just a lot of gratitude. A lot of gratitude. So yes, please let me know if you'd like a reading. I'm not like this only when I tune into your loved ones and they come in with a lot of love for you. Then I feel this. It's almost like a what do you call them? A tidal wave of emotions, and then I will have a tear or two, especially if it's related anything to what's going through my brain, at the time. So with channeling, the energies, the beings can come through my body and they use vocabulary in my mind and they use images, feelings, sensations. And if it triggers a cellular memory, then I do have a tear or two. So I do apologize. But yeah, I love being authentic and real. And I'm not a robot. I am what this is, whatever this is. If it's a dream, if it's a dream, within a system, within a matrix, whatever you want to call it, it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, that's what I've been getting up to. So I even worked on my CV, updated a few things, and yeah, I managed to post a blog today. So please check out the blog. It's all about the Pluto, the planet that's it's a dwarf planet, but it's on the far outskirts of our solar system, and it's going into retrograde on the 4th of May. All right. And I'm speaking about something else because it's going to be a bit easier for me in order to get through this. Yes. Good. Good. So check it out. Go and have a read on the blog. It's not so much, I think it's a 5-minute read. I did some beautiful images there. I'm quite chuffed. Um, and what I'll do is I'll put the link to the blog in the description down below. So it's easy for you to just click on it. Otherwise, pop over to my website, www.unitysoulalign.com. Click on the little menu or the plus sign, and it'll bring down a drop menu. You'll see blog or blogs. Click on that, and you'll read all the blogs there. Yeah. Excuse me. And so, yeah, with Pluto going into retrograde in Aquarius, we've got a lot of things happening for the next 5 months. And I was doing some research and I was reading up about the various things that happened in our society when Pluto was in Aquarius. Sure, so many years ago. All right. And I mean, it's a lot that happened. American Revolution, the French Revolution, the Industrial Revolution. There was a huge awakening with people. And I think we can see it now as well. It's happening again. So yeah, just have a read and let me know what you think. Maybe pop back onto this video if you don't mind. Comment down below, and that'll be really great. I really do appreciate it, guys. I'd love to just be able to offer this, but at the moment, it's not feasible. Um, it's really not at the moment. So it's not there yet. But that's okay.